Guys, are we ready now, honey? Oh, he's
not only ready, but I have started the broadcast.
Follow. Here we go.
So, hi, everybody. Okay, well, awesome. All right, so I am not kidding, by the way. I said in my subject line and on the show that I just did with Lynn that I'm telling you one of the most important possible things you could ever know about improving your life. And I promise you, this is not, hold on, I'm putting you in the tripod. This isn't some sort of weird hype. I'm not saying
Merrily made it over. Hi, Hammer.
I'm just saying I'm going to make it worth your while. I promise you. Being here, you're going to be glad. Okay? You're going to be glad, but you're going to have to...
peachy.
Okay, she's not going to be able to do this.
We're not in the 2/3. Lynn will be pissed. The upper third, see?
You're going to have to listen, and you're going to have to believe me. Because if you don't believe me, then
top third.
But I'll even tell you why you don't believe me. That's how far I will go into this. If when I say what I say, you go, oh, whatever, I've heard this before, I will counter that. I'm going to ask you to...
I'm just sharing with everybody, and then I'm getting off, darling.
I'm going to ask you to...
Sorry. Is there an echo in here? Who's that?
I'm going to ask you to take an action tonight. You don't have to. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you don't. But if you do, I'm telling you, if you take action, not just the action that I'm asking you to take, but then to follow through on what that action is going to provide for you, your life will change. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not, look, I've been in law of attraction conversation for 12 years as being one of the featured teachers in the film The Secret, for those of you who may or may not know who I am. So I've been teaching this whole life by design thing for a long time. And people get mixed results. And there's all sorts of reasons why, they do get mixed results. And I've talked about, resistance, limiting beliefs, and things like that. But what I'm going to tell you about tonight is a way to take that whole thing to a whole different level in a way that isn't woo-woo or any, hey, well, the cops are here now.
That's funny. The cops just shine their light into our place.
So, no woo-woo.
God forbid we're doing anything out untoward in our own place.
You don't even have to be a law of attraction person to get this, but you have to listen and you have to say, okay, I'm going to be open-minded.
Why is Bob taking up most of the screen?
Because it's my cast.
Oh, I didn't take up most of the screen during mine.
I know. Well, that was my cast too.
Okay.
No, not really. No, because I promised a very specific thing in this subject line, so I want to deliver, and then we can do whatever. Then we can just continue
Thanks,
Thank you, Monica. I believe it is too. It is all about aligning yourself with the vibration to receive. And there is a thing that is going on in most people that is preventing them from doing that. And I've been talking about resistance and, if you don't, let's say you want money or whatever and you think that rich people are evil, or that you don't feel like you don't deserve it. That's all resistance. That's all limiting beliefs. And I've been talking about the energy that is for years. I'm going to have to ignore all of this so I can get this out.
I'm just responding to their comments.
No,
I want them to go on. We're reading your comments. I don't want to interrupt him.
That's exactly
but I'm just slightly saying your name as I respond.
What I'm going to talk to you, because the whole conversation about resistance, it's all energy. It's kind of esoteric. It's real. It is real. It's what's going on. And that's what I teach. And I get way into it in all of my programs and all of that. But there's a basic sort of gatekeeper that makes everything that you study and want to learn either work or not work, and it is all about, here we go, now it's the time to listen. It's all about the way you think. Now don't go away because you think, oh, that's too simple, of course. We have been, this is so important, guys. I am not kidding. Please just hear me out, because I'm going to give you the opportunity to make a difference for yourself tonight that could change every aspect of your life, including all about that bass.
About that bass. No trouble.
Okay.
All about that bass. About that bass.
If you guys are at all into personal development, you probably have read a lot of books. Maybe you saw The Secret. Maybe you've done, I don't know, maybe you've done all kinds of things. And you've gotten mixed results. Well, there is a reason you get mixed results. And this is what I want to talk to you about. I'm going to point you to a resource that's going to help you get past the reason that you're not doing this.
Can I jump in there real quick, babe?
Sure.
I just, I didn't get my 7 minutes at the top of your... It's his thing he talks about, that we all should have 7... Anyway, what he's about to say is really true. He is so passionate about what he's about to share with you guys because, hey, he's been like the go-to expert in the world of the law of attraction for years. He was in the movie The Secret. He's had programs out there for years. You name it, etc., etc., etc. And he discovered this, was it a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
About 2 years ago.
What he's about to share with you.
The law of
And
law?
it just shifted everything, and at a time when everything was upside down. Pocket full of honey. Yeah,
Happy pocket full of money.
securities,
No, that's not it.
Sam.
That's not what I'm talking about.
But it's not what
it's
he's talking
truly
about.
not what I'm talking
No.
about.
But and I've seen it come to his aid in the midst of so many challenges you guys can't even believe, which are private. But you know, it's been amazing in how it's been able to turn around the response to it, the resistance to it, and even, you know, be able to handle things that made life move forward where it could have collapsed. So anyway, over to you, Bob, and says the law of what?
Well, I was going to actually bring Lynn in and let her share because she has witnessed, but I think she just kind of said it a little bit. She's witnessed the impact of what I'm about to share with you on me over the past 2 years, and she probably more than anybody can attest to the power of what I'm talking about because of what's happened for me. Because you may or may not know me, but I mean, in anything that's going on with my life. But the past 2 or 3 years have been very tumultuous, and I've had, you know,
This
it is a very long build up. I know.
know.
Well, if she would just stop talking, I would have been done
it's
by
my fault.
And quite frankly, even with all my skills and what the things I know and the things that I teach, I was still struggling in various areas. And so a couple of years ago, now you're going to really need to stop talking now because now I'm getting into what I'm talking about.
Keep going, and I'm just acknowledging underneath you. Okay.
Just for the moment. Just for the moment. 2 years ago, I get sent
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Is that not talking?
I had to do that. That was perfect. Right after what you said, I had to say that. No, go ahead, hon.
All right. 2 years ago, I get these books sent to me. They're called A Bug-Free Mind by a guy named Andy Shaw. And look, I get stuff sent to me all the time. You know, promote this, promote that, promote this. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I look at it and I evaluate whatever. And so on this one, 2 years ago, I opened up the book. There's 2 big, thick books. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm responding to comments, but I'm not saying anything. Okay, I'm not even allowed to respond.
The thing is that I'm really trying to do something that's going to change these people's lives. And if you detract from it, they're not going to take it seriously. I'm serious.
I'm being in trouble for responding to comments. So I'm trying to cover my mouth, and I won't even respond. But
maybe
just
I should
know
have
that
done
I'm
this by
reading
myself.
them, and I am responding.
Maybe I should have done this by myself.
No, babe,
because,
go ahead.
Look,
okay, I'll behave, Efrain. It's really important what he's saying.
Yes.
But I'm just making this in Periscope land where we get to interact.
I get all
that.
that.
Find you near us saying, stop fighting, Mommy and Daddy. Go ahead, honey.
If Mommy would just zip it for 30 seconds. All right. Here's the thing. This guy's work changed my life profoundly. I'm clearly not going to be able to get into it to the depth that I wanted to right now. I will at another time. But here's what's happening right now. It's all about the way that we process every single thought that comes into our head. You know, an event happens in our life, something in our environment, whatever. We process it all. We have a thought process that determines what are we going to do next. What are we going to think about this? How are we going to feel about this? What action will we take because of this? And if it's tied into some sort of limited belief, you know, we'll play small, we'll do whatever, we won't take action, we'll be filled with fear, we'll have worry, whatever it is. If those thoughts are, if you are plagued by faulty thinking, basically it's thinking that's based on all sorts of false beliefs and untruths that you've learned from society or parents, or well-meaning or not, you know, you're going to process things differently than a person who doesn't have the negative stuff. Andy Shaw calls it a bug-free mind because it is just like a computer. Your mind is like a computer, and if it's filled with bugs, you could have the best software loaded into it, the best program on earth, the best book, whatever. Yes, a bug in your mind. Name of the book again. It's a bug-free mind. I'm going to tell you in a second how to get some of this stuff for free. That's the whole point of this, is that even though I am a proponent of everything Andy does, and I've gone through, I immerse myself in his work daily. People have asked me for years, who's your mentor? And for years I said, I don't have one. You know, I've learned this myself, or I read this book or whatever, but no mentor. Andy is the only person who I've ever considered a mentor, who I immerse myself in his work on a daily basis. It's that important. Because if there are bugs in this computer called your mind, then every program you ever take, every book you read is going to be processed with those bugs. It's going to influence it. So it's like putting, he uses this analogy all the time. It's like putting great software on a computer full of viruses. It's just not going to work. So you've got to fix your thinking. And you learned the way that you think over years. However old you are, you got that many years of learning those ways of processing information. And we all do it a little bit differently. And you can see some people out in the world who just seem to breeze through life. Their thought process is different than those who are stuck. You know, they're scared to take risks. All of these things, it's all just thoughts. So what if you could fix that thought process? What if you could remove the bugs? What if there were a systematic way to go through and deal with things like fear and worry and irrational, just things that keep you stuck? It sounds really pie in the sky, and it sounds like, oh, is this some sort of energy, something or other? It's not like that. It's real, actual, logical. You read these books, and look, the books, I'm not even here to talk about a bug. The action I'm asking you to take is not about going to buy a bug-free mind, even though you should. But these books they're big. It's a lot. Because you know what? It takes a lot to unlearn a lifetime of stuff. And for those of the problem with self-development is people want fast, like instant overnight results, and people promise those things, and it doesn't matter if the system that is being sold or presented is awesome. If your brain isn't ready to process it in a way that's going to serve you, it's not going to work. So Andy's work is all about getting in there and eliminating all those bugs so that you can actually load this great software. And there's great books out there. There's great programs. So many of them could work if your mind and if your thinking was more structured. So what I am sharing with you now is something that, what?
Limitless.
Well, no, okay.
Go ahead.
I want to, so you know, you could go Google Andy, you could go buy his stuff, you could do whatever. But right now, he's doing a thing where he's giving away a course called something about structured thinking. It's all about how to learn how to think like we're supposed to think, like we were designed to think before all the crap got in here, before somebody else's limiting beliefs influenced us. You know, it's about getting in there and systematically, step by step, gaining control of your mind again. It's imperative, because if you don't have control of your mind, if you're going through a process, you're in an event, you're at a seminar, and your brain is processing and figuring out all the reasons why this can't work, or what, it's faulty thinking. And so there's a way to undo that and learn it. So here's what I want you to go to this website right now. This isn't anything I'm selling. This is something that Andy Shaw is giving away. And if there's anybody in your life who's dealing with depression or worry or fear, abundance issues, health issues, whatever, you name it. If there's anybody in your life, I want you to share this with them, because it's super important, and you will change their lives for the better. It's a commitment. It is not a, hey, read this report and your life has changed. It's about making a commitment to yourself. What do I want in my life? How important is it? Why must I have it? And what do I have to do up here to allow myself to have it, so I'm not self-sabotaging, right? I mean, how many people here have been a victim of self-sabotage? Probably every single one of us, you know, in some way. And there is a way to eliminate that. There is a way to eliminate that. So here's what I want you to listen to. Write this down. I think I made a little frame. I'm going to ask you to go to a website, bobdoylelikesthis.com/think. Bob Doyle, BOBDOYLE, likesthis.com/think. And you're going to be presented with a, hey, download this thing. Just do it. Just get involved with Andy's stuff. Start reading it. Follow his blog. Do whatever, you know. And yeah, you know, there's going to be an offer to buy a bug-free mind and all that stuff. That's not what this is about. I want you to do it. I want you to get everything he's got, because I have, and I swear by it. I tell everybody about it. Lynn can tell you this, right?
Well, suddenly I'm allowed to talk.
Yes. Am I the biggest advocate on the planet for Andy Shaw, or what?
Yeah. Andy pushes me out. All right.
I've actually gotten to the point where I've said, you know what, I should just promote Andy Shaw. You know, because he's got it right. He will get your brain into the state where just anything you want to take on, you'll be successful at. That's my promise to you. And that's his promise. And I know it's a huge freaking promise. All through his books, he's going, I know I'm about to make a huge promise that you're not going to believe. And the first time I listened to some of this stuff, I'm going, yeah, I don't believe it. You know, eliminate worry. Like I never have to worry again, really? And I'm telling you that this guy can help you do that. And when you learn his story, it's amazing. And I just invite you to go do this. Just go do this. BobDoyleLikesThis.com/think. Very simple. You're going to be routed to a page. You know, it's a whole, give your email. You know the drill. Like I'm total transparency here. Okay, it's internet. It's an internet marketing thing, but I'm telling you, in terms of content, yes, eliminate worry. Yeah, who doesn't need that? Lynn will tell you, it was the strongest running virus in my brain, wasn't it?
Do I get to speak
Yes,
now?
you can speak.
Because I got pushed out, as you can see.
Well,
but it's okay.
For good reason.
It's good. Yeah, you were sharing good stuff. And people need this, which I love seeing the receptiveness, because it is. You know, if you saw the movie Limitless, which we saw last night, it really illustrates the power of what's possible in our mind and our being and all of what we can create and do and be and feel when we don't have these limiters or these blocks.
Yeah, when you have clarity
in the way.
Just...
And you know, and that's part of the work that I do, is around removing those walls. But what was brilliant was seeing in Limitless. Yes, isn't that amazing? Like, oh my God, you can see, because you don't have anything fuzzing up the windows, right? So you can see everything and connect the dots and be able to not have drama in the way, or making things mean things they don't, or, you know, being heaviness, or what, all this resistance, judgment, all the stuff that stands in our way. Those are bugs.
Yep.
So to have a bug-free mind is to be limitless. And this book is brilliant at that. And they have a tapes version of it.
Yeah, you can get the audio version.
I don't even know what free thing you're offering from Andy, but whatever Andy offers, get it.
Yeah,
and then if, like Bob says, if you can afford it, buy whatever of his stuff, because it's great. And so Bob and
Andy's very generous with great content. I mean, this
Yeah.
what I'm asking you to get, this structured thinking thing, he's got a whole thing on mastering law of attraction that he gives away. He's got several different things. This is just what happens to be going on right now, and it's great. And you should get it. And it's a great, you know, it will absolutely help you. You self-sabotaged my attempts at self-sabotage. That's
self-sabotaged
my
attempts at
Jim.
self-sabotage. No, but it's really so powerful, because, you know, he's very personal, so he doesn't necessarily share. Many times those limiting beliefs aren't even our own, but what we still get from the network.
Absolutely.
And he talks about that, by the way.
Absolutely.
This is so thorough. This work is so comprehensive, and how affordable it is to, anyway. But he's giving you something free from Andy, and we're just saying that we've done his work, the paid and the free. And it's been a savior, a godsend, because with what Bob has been through, without saying some of what it is, and probably some of you guys would have just maybe shut down other folks, maybe would have had them just retreat away and give it all up, maybe had them crawl into a hole, you name it, you know? And Bob has been able to navigate through it in a place from strength and holding on to the vision and keeping his wits about him. Well, also, yes, you still feel and everything else along the way. But this has been such amazing work to help in such one of the most challenging times of life ever.
Yep. So this is this really ridiculous thing. I told Lynn I was going to do this. All I'm really asking you to do is go get the free thing. That's really all I'm asking you to do. But because I have obviously sat here and talked about a bug-free mind and how it's changed my life and continues to, and because I just know that if I could get this into the hands of every single one of my students, anyone who is part of the Wealth Beyond Reason program, which is the law of attraction curriculum I've been selling for 12 years, that they're going to get infinitely better results with my program, because they will clear out all the crap that would slow them down first. Now, I deal with crap in my program. I deal with resistance and stuff, but the way that Andy does it is just unparalleled. And it's like I wish I could just get everybody learning this stuff first. So this is what I'm going to say to you. So my Wealth Beyond Reason program, this is not an advertisement for this. I'm not asking you to go buy it. It's a $1,000 program, and it's very comprehensive on the law of attraction. So this is what I'm saying to you. I'm asking you to go get the free thing from Andy. If, I don't know, in the next week or whatever, you get the free stuff and you decide to go with the Bug Free Mind, which is a fraction of the cost of the Wealth Beyond Reason program. Okay, if you do it and you direct message me, I don't know, send me a receipt or an order number, I don't know, something, I'll give you Wealth Beyond Reason. I will let you into that program at absolutely no charge, because I'm so passionate about what Andy's doing, and I know it's going to help you in every aspect of it. You may not even be interested in the Law of Attraction or the Wealth Beyond Reason program, and that's totally fine.
Need the site again. It said promo code, but it's not a promo code.
It's not a promo code. Go to bobdoylelikesthis.com/think. BOBDOYLELIKESTHIS.com/think. THINK, as in structured thinking, as in how to think, how to better your thinking. All right, look, that's it. I'm not going to belabor this anymore. It is the main point of tonight. And again, if you've got people in your life who are suffering from things like depression or worry or shutdown or self-sabotage or any of this, please share that link with them. Just share that link with them. Get them going down this track. If it doesn't resonate, that's just totally fine. You can unsubscribe. You can do whatever. I'm not attached to you doing this, but I'm highly recommending that you at least check it out and really kind of immerse yourself in it. Like, commit to it. Don't be casual about, oh, this is another free report thing. If you're going to do it that way, don't even bother.
Just so you know, some questions that are coming in.
Okay, cool. Yes,
so
bobdoylelikesthis.com.
Tweet it out, yes, and he can and he will. And also they said, just to clarify, so he's giving everybody, bobdoylelikesthis.com/think, the free version of what Andy has out there that can be helpful to you.
Yep.
And he's recommending, as we've seen, to get his program called Bug Free Mind. We listen to the tapes. There's also the book. You can do one or the other or both. And it's so comprehensive. It's like, oh my God. But it's so powerful. All these leaders in personal growth that we're in this mastermind with. And they're like out there with their own work. Those who've gone through it have said this is the quintessential, this is the best we've ever, you name it.
Yeah.
So he's saying if you then, after the free thing, decide you want to get Andy's program, he'll also give his $1,000 program along with whatever program you get of Andy's.
So you just have to direct message me on Twitter. By the way, Joe Simon, I need you guys to follow me on Twitter. I need you to follow me on Twitter too, not just here. You got to go to Twitter because I got I got 26 followers on Twitter and then 100 something here. All right. So if you get the books or the full program, any Andy Shaw Bug Free Mind, if you get Bug Free Mind in any of the configurations, because there's the books, then there's the books in audio, and I don't know, maybe one other configuration. I don't care. Just do it. Yeah. And I will then support you with my program and all of that. But I would actually say go through his first.
I know, it's comprehensive, so it'll take a while, but it's worth it. Your life will change.
It will take you a while, I promise you, but it's so worth it. You think about the years you've spent getting to where you are right now with the thinking that you've had. If you invest, I don't know, I don't care, even if you invested 5 years, it's not going to take you 5 years, but I'm just saying, for the rest of your life to be exactly as you want,
it won't take you 5 years.
It's not going to take you, I'm just saying it doesn't really matter.
It won't take you 5 days if you just want it.
Well, it will take more than 5 days. It will take more than 5 days, guys.
If they went nonstop.
Yeah, but, anyway.
No one's going to do it nonstop.
Just trust me. And just read everything you can from him, free, or just get into the program and just start it. And I promise you, you will be saying, Bob, you were right.
Well said, Doyle Share, or Dr. Fisher. I can't quite mean.
Okay. How do you draw attention? I'm a firm believer of the secret. How do you draw attention to people's negative thoughts? Oh, crap, it faded out.
I keep the audios on my phone and listen to them repeatedly. Awesome, Bob. You're funny even when you're serious. Make them rephrase positively.
Wow, I wish I could see. Now,
we got to get them glasses, y'all.
I know, I do.
Is there LASIK for the closer thing?
I've heard there isn't. I've heard it's like for...
I think there is.
Or maybe it's just for that. I don't know.
I had LASIK for far away.
I got to get my eyes fixed. Anywhu
Yes, huge glasses.
Huge glasses and just the Coke bottles. That's what
okay.
Product placement.
Can I just ask, what do you guys think, though? I'd love this idea. Rephrase to make positively in a gentle way that is non-offensive. Right, Jared. So, with a nose and a mustache. 2 bits right here. Right here, babe. Nose and a mustache. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think? If there's got to be a product that comes out for Periscope that will show you the comments and the hearts on a, like let's say you're on your phone and you got the better camera on your phone, but on your iPad or your computer, you can see the comments and the hearts live, and they're bigger and they're closer to you. Because right now, because it's 2 of us, it's far away, and it's hard for us to see the comments and who it's coming from. And imagine Amanda Oleander, who paints. Like, she has to go up close to see. What if it was right there as she's painting and she looked over her shoulder to answer? I would love a product like that. I'm not going to be the one to do it. You're not. Are you? Let's get it out there on the market. Maybe in a Periscope website. That would be cool. Yes, if you watch
on your laptop, you see the comments on the side, but not over the video, right?
Live or replay?
No, on the replay you can still.
But I'm talking about live.
When
we're live broadcasting, to have a way we see them big.
No, for
in
us
front
to
of
see.
us.
Oh, but she's saying we could put it on. We could watch our own live broadcast on a laptop.
Can
or something.
you live though?
Yeah, of course we could do it right now.
Okay. Well, let's try it out. We'll try that out.
That's a good tip. Thank you. See, we've all learned something. Now tomorrow, Lynn will be like, "I got a Periscope tip for you. You know how you can't read the comments?"
No.
All right. Well, look. Should we do something else? Should we sing a little song or do a little entertainment? And then in this, because I said what I wanted to say. Well, BobDoyleLikesThis.com/think, and then thank me later.
I was just so funny, Deb. I was clicking on your profile. She said, "Give me a shout out." And how funny, Deb. Deb Coleman Writing. That's exactly what I was doing before you even commented on it, to read your profile. Writer, editor, and coach. Getting your polished professional message out into the world. Grab my so-and-so here at Deb Coleman. C-O-M-A-N. They disappear too fast. Exactly. Loving you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. So let's leave them on a high note. What are we going to do? That was a high note.
That was a high note.
Was that a high note? I couldn't do that.
What? Anyway, I just commented, hey, back to MG McKinson.
So I guess, you know what, I guess the last thing I could say is, I love food.
Non sequitur, man.
Here's what I guess I should have asked to do a zillion years ago, and that's to share this cast. Share it. I mean, they'll
if
see
you
the
do it
replay.
now, it'll go with your followers before we turn off, and then that way they can watch replay.
Yeah. It's about watching the replay.
Thank you, DJ
and follow me on Twitter, blah blah blah. Because I'm really I never did a lot of Twitter. I mean, I've been on Twitter for years, but I've never really done anything to it except until now Periscope. Now I'm like active on Twitter because I'm seeing of how it's connected. I'm seeing the value in it, and I'm understanding it on a new level. So
and Amanda Oleander too. She has 150,000 followers in Periscope, and she only has like 6,000 or 7,000 on Twitter. But every single one of her tweets is basically being live
broadcasting
on Periscope.
Yeah.
But you guys, on your Twitter, you can connect your Facebook to your Twitter, or anything you.
That's another whole thing. How we could just
talk about that.
Yeah.
But really,
Periscope is awesome.
It is
an
amazing.
Understatement.
A game changer, and we're in it together, you guys. Yep. That's amazing. Share it to my few followers. Thank you, Deb.
Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. And of course, they're going to come here at the end, but it's all about just watch it. About the replay. About the replay. All about that replay.
About that replay. Okay. Hey. Hi.
All right. 2,500 hearts on a replay.
Aww,
that's awesome.
Ephraim.
Oh,
He's so good. Love him. So, stay tuned once again to let y'all know this is the Fun with Madeline show. Bob, you just heard him share his brilliance around law of attraction and his enthusiasm and passion for Andy Shaw, and told you where to go to get a free thing from him, and recommending that you get his whole program. It's up to you at BobDoyleLikesThis.com/think. And
BobDoyleLikesThis.com/think. Come on, Bob Doyle.
And I'm Lynn Rose. I scope on media, music, motivation, and behind-the-scenes fun. Yes, they want you to share again, serious like, and he will.
Yeah,
I like sharing serious like too. But this was supposed to be our show, and then it became
when we're separate.
A merger.
When we're separate, we're all like serious about what we're talking about. When we get together, we get a little silly. But this time I was not going to let her silly me because I needed to.
What? You're the one who's silly.
I know.
What you talking
I know.
about?
I come in and
You
trash.
just
I
Simon
trash her
tease me
cast
to
all
death.
the time. I know.
Oh my
it's really,
God.
For me to have pushed her out and told her to not do all that stuff was really
The
not
Bob
fair.
Show. Sorry, Lynn. I know it was the Bob Show this time.
Okay.
We all silliness.
All right, you guys. Thank
We
you
all
for
have
sticking with
silliness.
us and sharing or doing whatever you did. And if you checked this stuff out, I hope you did. Fantastic. And
Hi,
if you
friends.
did,
Courtney.
hit me. Oh, really?
Courtney Harvey.
Right as we're leaving.
Follow her. She said hi, friends. Hi, Courtney.
If you do this stuff and you really commit and you read it and you start getting results, will you please direct message me or at least say something on Periscope because truly I want to support you in this work because it's not necessarily easy because we're really talking about all our stuff that's stopping us from getting where we want to go, and I want to support you in it because I've been going down this road for a couple of years now with this material, and it's just freaking life changing, and it makes my own work more satisfying, more powerful, more effective, and everything. So anyway, I hope you check it out. All right, we'll do because I need to work on myself. We can all stand to work on ourselves. That's a whole lifetime journey. We're always working on ourselves. And when we stop, then what are we saying? We've just decided to give up. All right. All right, you guys, we're going to stop this now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why we had to have a mysterious thing at the end. How about just like, no, not that, of all the things. How about a little, applause or something like that?
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out. Drive safely.
Hey.
God, that is not long at all. Will you, one more time?
More applause. Goodness
any more?
gosh. I can never please him. What
That's
up?
not true.
I don't know which is which. There, that's laughter.
All right. We're going to...
I'm trying to find the applause.